Anyone can make games. It's what every single game dev on YouTube has been saying for eternity. Making a game from square one to publishing is hard. Everyone should know that. Except for gamers. You will need two distinct skill sets that go parallel to each other. Technique and creativity. Just like art. Because it is. One particular way to hone these skills is to join a game jam. For those who don't know or never heard of it, it's kinda like an event where participants, solo or team, try to make games based on a theme announced by the organizer by the set time frame. Each and every jam has their own uniqueness, some bigger, some smaller, some shorter and some longer. Quantum Game Jam is a 3-day annual event where game developers and quantum physicists collaborate with each other to make games based on quantum computing and quantum principle, hence the name. They are based in Finland, but the event happens in their Discord server, so anyone from anywhere can participate. In this video, I'm going to be spouting my experience from joining this year's game jam and showcase my cool game in the end. Without further ado, let us begin. Day 1 starts on Friday evening. I was so nervous and shaking before it even started, since this is my first ever jam. The stream starts, the organizer talks introduction to the event. A little big issue, the stream is so laggy I can barely understand anything they were saying. As to why? Simple, Twitch. But even with Twitch, they managed to announce the game theme.
So, the theme of Quantum Game Jam 2025 is... Echo.
Echo in general is, as everyone knows, like sound echo or terminal echo or echo, but that kind of echo isn't that.
So a quantum echo is something when we talk about, it's a phenomenon where an initially lost or defaced quantum signal can be made to reappear at a later time by manipulating the system itself.
Huh? Is exactly what your face would be if you always sleep during physics class. Or is it? The term isn't just not widely known, heck, it's widely unknown, so I immediately hop on Google and search for the term. Most of the results I found took too long to comprehend and some are just straight sci-fi crap boo-boo. So I dug deeper into it to find this review paper, which was submitted 13 years ago on Archive under category Chaotic Dynamics. Not cool. This topic, Loschmidt Echo, perfectly fits the theme by name and definition, and sound very cool and awesome. I would recommend you to have a quick read if you hate quantum chaos. I would also recommend you to have a quick read if you love quantum chaos. This guy behind it, Johann Joseph Loschmidt. A name few would know, except if you are Ludwig Boltzmann or Joseph Stephan. Loschmidt Echo is a value that quantifies the degree of irreversibility of a time reversal evolution. To simplify, we'll need some help from Certate. We don't know much about Certate. However, we know that he likes to eat a particular diet, which is ham, milk and onion. Theoretically, whenever Certate eats ham, milk, onion happy meal, he will evolve into Certate after finishing the meal, and he can evolve back to his original form after eating the ham, milk, onion, a lean meat fat. But reality is harsh, so he can only devolve back so much. And how can we determine how much can he devolve back? Curious. Perhaps with a value that quantifies the degree of irreversibility of a time reversal evolution. Thank you, Certate. You may collapse. Now. Going with Loschmidt Echo, I came up with a game idea never before thinking of. A game idea that's going to change the whole gaming community. It's a game about a detective who can use time reversal ability to solve crimes. So I typed in my idea in the Brainstorm channel, waiting for some people to join me on the great journey of making the gamest of all games, and before I know it, everyone doesn't care about my idea at all. But I know that this is going to pop off so hard, so I insist on doing it. The organizer made me a channel for team discussion. Thanks, Laura. Here's the plan. First, I'm going to finish the game mechanic, that is time reversal ability. Next, a great crime scene and story behind it, and then set up all the murders and playable area. Lastly, we do sound effects and music. And with that said, it's time to sleep. Today is Saturday, and the task is to design the game mechanic. Here we have two balls. Ball rolls collide with the ball. If you were to reverse the time, we just have to interpolate the balls between those positions, kinda like this. With a plan established, I went ahead and tried implementing it in a game engine. Choosing a game engine is choosing your tool. All of them will probably get the job done, but in different work style. There are many free engines to choose from, but one of them stands out to me. Unreal Engine is a very cool and awesome software used by many AAA studios and some indies alike. It comes with proprietary game objects that you can build upon. Insane built-in shaded graphics, and also blueprints, so your workflow is never ever going to be interrupted. That's why I chose Godot, because that's the only thing my laptop can handle. Now, this is my first time actually making a game with this engine, but I came prepared. I've been learning Godot engine for about a week before the game jam, so I already know the basic operation of this software. I made a scene and character. You may wonder why the character is just a bunch of blue rods and a video camera. And to answer that question, first open up YouTube and type in how to make a 3D character controller in Godot. Then you'll find tutorials on how to make a 3D character controller in Godot. Pick one and go along with it. And character. With character done, the next thing is to implement the time reversal mechanic. Easy. Just make a ball and a box and do some The fuck? Do this? Huh? Why is the ball dipping like that? Why is the Okay, this should work. So yeah, I gave up on tween and just use animation players. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you time reversal. Reverse time. Well, to be fair, it kinda sucks and it looks boring, and it takes a lot of time to hand animate, and it's already 9 PM! I haven't made the crime scene yet. I haven't made the music and sound effects yet. Why do I suck? Can I finish the game in 2 days? Why is there no cheese in my cheeseburger? The fire that once lit the house up is slowly burning it all down. With desperation creeping in, I tried many ways to find the best possible option to implement the time reversal. But there is no best option. Just one possible. That is kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. That's right, this project will not be done in time unless I keep the whole thing as simple as possible. And so, I need a new plan. Game mechanic, just make it work. Crime scene story, straightforward, no complexity. Models and playable area, placeholders. Music and sound effects, nuh-uh. With the plan now simpler, you know what time it is. That's right, it's time to sleepy time.
Imitando sonidos del Clash Royale, parte 2. Mago de Fuego.
Sunday morning, rain is falling. You know what else falls today? My health. I couldn't sleep well at all. And I was up reading Schlossschmidt's all night. He published papers on the kinetic theory of gas, probably inspired by Joseph Stephen, his advisor. Well, to be fair, everyone studied about gas during that time. So, I don't know. Turns out this guy was a professor and also a friend of Boltzmann. Their relationship went far. According to the letters, Boltzmann had high respect for the guy. He also likes to prepare his own coffee because, and I quote, Professor Schmidt intends to cook the coffee himself because nobody succeeds to prepare it to his satisfaction. So I came up with a little crime scene story. Who stole Schmidt's morning coffee? Featuring Ludwig Boltzmann, the NPC, and Joseph Stephen, also the NPC, and you, the player. playing as Detective Loschmidt, where they all share an apartment room. One morning, Loschmidt prepared his coffee and then went out for a walk, hoping to come back and finish his coffee. But when he came back, the coffee was gone. He must find the culprit. You may think that the story is kind of and to my response, one day left. With the story done, I went ahead and created the playable area, starting with walls and floors. Kitchen, done. Bathroom, done. Living room, done. Bedroom, done. Doors, not one, not two, but 3 doors. Boltzmann, Stephen, lamps, lights, ceilings, player, our boy Loschmidt. And that's it for the play area. Next thing on the list is to make the time reversal work. This time, for the sake of simplicity, I made 2 versions of objects in the scene, from present and from past. Normally only the present version is visible, but when Control key is pressed, the past version is now visible and the present version is hidden for a few seconds before going back to default. Wait a minute. Can I call this done? It kind of is finished. It has models, it has gameplay, it has some substance to it. I think this is it, lads. Game is done. It was 3 hours before the submission deadline. The game is kinda boring to play or to look at. It's just so basic, you can't really do much in the game. Heck, you can't even call it a proper game. I cannot fix this anymore. 3 hours on the clock. What can I do? I don't have any brain juice left in. Wait, juice? Game juice?
Corpus have triggered the deployment of Thrax-possessed exolizers. Deployed all together, they will cause an instant void cascade. I can stand.
Have you ever wondered why some games feel so snappy and good to play? The secret lamp source, it's the visual effects, and this website right here contains all kinds of juice for Godot. And so I hop on it and scramble across pages to find the right flavor of juice for my game. At this point, my head was fuzzy from the looming deadline and couldn't remember well what I did. But here's the final product. From then, I just uploaded on itch.io and submitted it. So, I made a game. Well, calling it a game is an overstatement, but I might work it into a real game if people like it. If you find this video or the game awesome and cool in any way, consider leaving a likey, subscribey and or commenty, and I'll see you around. And if you find this video bad and ugly, consider leaving a likey, subscribey and or commenty as well. Or else.
You will see me around.
Okay, bye.